This is Water Elemental.
And this is Axis.
With Jolly Green.
And we are here today to talk about the League of Legends. This is the show we do where we talk about a MOBA-style battle game that we've all come to kind of love and enjoy. And maybe even hate, or dislike, disenjoy maybe, but you're still here. And that's what matters to us.
Except for when you rage quit, and then...
No, please rage quit. That's my favorite thing. In fact, it's on my Christmas list that everyone rage quit in every game I'm in. Tender to Santa, I wouldn't lie to you. Not a liar. That's trust you can believe in.
The more you know.
Some interesting news this week. New mechanics preview for a champion that I have dreaded for quite some time, the NineTailed Fox, or Ahri.
Wait, listen. You can hear all the fanboys squeal. Oh God. My God.
We have two skins available this week. Two new skins. One very interesting one. Got some sales, and really that's it. It's been kind of news light, but let's talk a little bit about Ahri, the NineTailed Fox,
or as we dubbed her, Akali 2.0.
That's basically been the census is what they've described her as. She's really high mobility. She can dash around 3 times with her ult, and she focuses on doing a lot of damage up close and personal. Yeah, it's Akali. It's Akali.
They couldn't have described... You could have put Akali, and it would have worked exactly the same.
Yeah. It would have. So, when we first saw her, it looked like she was going to revolve heavily around using her Fox Orb in some similar ways to maybe perhaps an Oriana character. But now it seems they've changed her concept to be sort of a aggressive risk-reward dash champion with high mobility. Which, by the way, mobility has become the most valuable stat in this game, which is a little bit frightening. But, getting off topic, Ahri it appears to be a magic-based champion. Possibly a hybrid, but I doubt it. She looks like she's going to be magic-centric, focusing a lot on CDR and just good amounts of AP. Basically dashing in combat, unleashing a combo, and then dashing away. Kind of like an Akali, kind of like a LeBlanc character. That's what I have gotten from a mechanics preview. What do you fellas think?
I kind of got that vibe too when I read it. It seemed like she was going to be kind of like a Fizz, jump in, jump out AP character, Akali, LeBlanc character. I'm hoping she might have some more depth to her, kind of like some support aspects, or maybe like small little heal or something interesting to her that doesn't just make her another Akali demeaning, destroying game character.
I'm really not sure what to think yet. The information that they have given us, it sounds a lot like Akali, but it doesn't give a lot of specifics as to whether it's going to be AD, AP. They alluded that it's going to be melee and that it's going to be highly mobile. That's pretty much all we know so far. So I'm going to wait to make a judgment until I see the skill list.
I'm going to judge her now. She's stupid and I don't like her. No. She won't be a champion that looks like it's my type. I've never really liked melee mages, really aside from Fiddlesticks. Didn't care for Ryze, didn't care for Akali. LeBlanc I was kind of worried about. Still don't really care much for. But it's a play style that's way too all or nothing. A lot like how I was with Fizz. I don't like that sort of melee mage because it's not what a mage is supposed to be. A mage is supposed to line up good team play by maybe setting up a stun or knocking down your opponent's health or good positioning rather than just, well, I blinked 3 times and I'm invulnerable. It's lame, and it really kind of breaks away what mages should be, and it leaves other mages in the dust, which is not fair.
I want a traditional mage again. They want to experiment with all these AP champions that kind of go into the battle and just run in there face first, blow up, and then walk out.
The last traditional mage we had was Brand.
I love Brand. I want more champions like Brand. Give me cool abilities that I can cast from far away. If I'm going to be squishy, I want to stay back. I don't want to be forced to run into combat.
Play Xerath.
Yeah, he doesn't count.
Yeah, I mean, Xerath was a cool idea for mage. See, Xerath is the type of mage I like with a cool concept rather than just, yeah, he's a mobility champion.
Oh no, I love Xerath. Don't get me wrong. We need more good mages and good support, not more up close and personal characters, because we've had like 5, 6 in a row.
Maybe. You might be onto something.
It's the Illuminati. It's all their fault.
Or maybe it's the Koreans. After all, our fan did point out the NineTailed Fox is a Korean myth. Not a Japanese legend as we initially thought. It's important to understand that certain things come from certain places. Certain stupid things. You never want to stop and say, hey, this stupid thing came from this stupid person. Or persons. When the stupid persons in question are not actually the stupid persons that invented the stupid thing. You don't want to do that. Because it's rude. But you do want to point out the actual stupid thing to stupid person's ratio. Because it helps people understand and make opinions based on what internet people say. Which is, as we've all learned, the most important thing you can do with your energy. Brought to you in part by KDBR, your source for hungry food.
When did we get a sponsor?
Oh. That was my Oscar clip.
You're already getting ready for the 2012 season?
Oh, I'm so excited. They had Jenny from the Crips the other day. Ooh, she looked good.
Anyways, we're getting off track here because we don't really care about her.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of information out for her, guys, and I wish there were more, but from what I've seen, she's going to be a Collie LeBlanc. LeCollie, as it were.
LeCollie!
LeClaw. LeClaw. And, it's going to be a good time. But hopefully as more information comes out, we'll get a bunch of new strategies. If you guys have opinions on how she's going to work, we'd love to hear about them.
We wish we could talk more about her, but they haven't given us much.
Unfortunately not. So if you guys have cool ideas on how you think she might work, or maybe if they post it 30 seconds after we put the video up, we'll look like retards, but don't blame us. Blame the system. That's what people on welfare do.
What did we just say about putting the stupid ideas on the stupid people they belong to?
Got a couple of new skins this week. Hyena Warwick and something Janna.
Ice Princess Janna. Wait,
Vagina?
No. Wait, no, it's Frost Queen.
Vagina. That'd be an awesome skin.
Is this perhaps a Shiva reference for you Final Fantasy fanboys?
Ooh.
I don't know. She's pretty. It's a pretty good skin for her. They gave her a really cool look. I like the color scheme and
New particle effects.
Yeah.
The one I like best though was the Hyena Warwick.
You were trashing this before you actually saw it in game.
It was stupid, but then once I saw it in game, it's awesome.
It's Hogger. It's awesome.
Completely new voiceover work. Like he's as they essentially turned Warwick into Twisted Fate because he's like, and you're like, oh my god, leave me alone. And to fight a Tankwick Warwick with that skin and just be running out of constantly, and be like, oh god, run, leave us alone. It was awful. It was really frightening. So if you're looking for a scary Warwick skin, this is the one.
Out of all 12 skins, I
think... It's like the Lollipoppy skin. It's not supposed to be the most frightening, but it is.
Oh, that skin! The Lollipoppy skin!
It's frightening. It's frightening.
With that creepy lopsided face!
We got a couple of sales this week as well. What do we got first?
For skin sales, we have Dark Forge Jarvan.
Definitely a nice looking skin. One of the first ones he came out with. I still prefer Commando, but if you're looking for more of a dreaded look, especially if you're matching maybe a friend who plays Garen, like with Dread Forge or something, just for a darker theme, he's definitely good. And for only 47, not a bad deal.
Blade Mistress Morgana.
Not my favorite skin, but I'm very biased because I love elves. So I prefer the lighter side Angel one, but the Fallen one. But Blade Mistress definitely looks cool. I mean, her wings alone are just awesome.
Sun Goddess Karma.
I have never really been a big fan of any of Karma's skins.
It's the better of the two that you got. The one that the Japanese Kabuki one looks too much like her original skin, in my opinion. And this one's a bit more colorful and a bit more bright, and I kind of like the Aztec look.
It helps discern her then.
It helps discern her. It's like getting a different palette swap for her.
Sweet.
And I kind of like the Aztec look as is, so it's kind of my preference.
Trinken Itza.
We also have new champion sales. We have Renekton, Sun, and Riven.
These are all champions that are very, very strong for their role. Sana is considered probably one of the better supports, if not the best support these days. Renekton is an amazing top lane solo, very strong capacity, very good staying power, and he's resourceless. Riven is an excellent jungle and top. She's got amazing mobility. Now that people have kind of figured out how to play her, she's really kind of excelled in her role. So she's definitely a good champion if you like microing a lot
Definitely
of things.
definitely with the mastery changes, she's gotten a lot better.
Oh yeah.
Before we talked about her and all that stuff, she has improved. She's worth picking up now.
And Sana's one of those characters that Riot just loves to nerf into the ground, and then with one patch, erase all those nerfs and make her OP again. So she's a real cyclic character. If you don't like her now, just wait a few weeks.
She's still really good right now, so she's definitely fun to play. And that's really about it for news. They haven't really given us much. Oh.
Let's move on to our own section then. We got a couple of interesting questions. Or maybe even none. Let's see what happens when we roll the dice. Got an interesting question in our comments section this week. It comes from the Number Tree. He asks, where have all the league judgments going on? If you're any kind of lore buff like me, and you've kind of been looking around, they haven't released a Journal of Justice in a long time, and they haven't been doing champion judgments. Like,
I haven't even noticed that.
There's a reason for that. They lost 3 out of their 4 lore writers. I think that's the right.
What happened with that?
I'm not quite sure the details, but I know that they are no longer employed there, and so their ability to get out, good comprehensive lore has just been in the tank. They no longer have the capacity to do that until they get more creative writers going. So there has been a strong absence in the lore section. The community, especially in the lore section, has been real sour about it. So it's really hard for them to pump stuff out with only one guy trying to write out everything. So it's unfortunate, but yeah, if you guys are looking for any Journal of Justice stuff, anything like that, that is the reason. I know a lot of people may have not even thought about it, but
this might be a great time to bring on, a lot of people that write kind of like fan-made lore and stuff like that. Bring them in and just kind of take some sort of outsider
Journal of Justice articles for skins. We'll write JOJ for skins. Gosh, but it's possible. I mean, they could do something like that.
Like what you talked about.
Yeah, have a contest or something.
Well, because Volibear needs one. I know that NineTailed Fox is going to need one. Fizz needs one. We need more lore for it, and these characters are just coming out at a bad time, and they won't be as flushed out as some other ones. Volibear.
So yeah, if you're wondering, that's why. That's really the only question we got from you guys this week. Come on!
A lot of comments, but no questions.
I need to talk about League of Legends. Now, please send any questions you have to our email at spazticgaming@gmail.com. It's located in the information below, or you can post them in our comment section below. We take one from each, read them out, give you answers, give you our opinions, ask for feedback, all kinds of cool stuff. So you just want to hear a bunch of weirdos talk about the thing that you said. This is definitely the proper forum for it. This is a maiden forum for it.
Oh, did you mention forums? We have a new forum set up, guys. It's coming along with our new website we are working on. We'll have the link below. It's going to be nice and neat. We made it all pretty for you. What we're going to do is we're going to have forums for League of Legends, clans, and teams sign up so you can look for friends to play with. We're also going to have other topics. We're going to have stuff for other shows you want us to do. It's going to be nice and flushed out so you guys can give us your commentary, not just on one episode of the show, but you can just constantly bug us on forum now.
Yay! So you can make fun of us and tell us how to do our jobs. Success!
There's nothing else going on.
Well, I'm getting married on Thursday. You can talk about that.
What's his name?
No, it's going to be a really hectic week coming up. I'm really excited. There's a couple of cool things coming out. And, I don't know. I'm so excited. It's a golden age for gamers right now. I hope you guys are all excited about all the cool stuff that's coming out.
I would be more excited until my PlayStation took an arrow to the knee.
Goodness gracious. Well, guys, that's all we really got for this week, like we said.
Sorry it's not more fleshed
Check our
out.
new forum, send us questions, and have a good holiday season.
This has been Jolly Waller Elemental.
What? This has been Charlie Green.
And this has been Axis. 12 days. 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 12 days.